Christopher Cantwell and Angel Uzhuerta continue Iron Man's quest to stop Korvac as the hero and Avro-X fight their way through Tartu's traps to try and stop the villain from getting aboard. Christopher Cantwell returns the Korvac plot to the primary premise of the book this issue, but continues to have a lot of fun with the issue that is all just about Iron Man and Avro-X bonding over surviving deadly traps and talking about small towns in Canada. It was a great way to add some levity to an end-of-the-world plot, since Tony and Colin have a really nice dynamic with each other, and it doesn't feel like it's just a copy of his and War Machine's banter, but something a bit more newer. It also adds heaps more weight to when Avro is seemingly obliterated at the end of the issue. Feels like Tony has actually lost a legitimate friend, and I'm intrigued to see how that's going to put him on a sort of revenge course against Korvac now that that story is reaching its big finale. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen when all of these characters from Tony's team and Korvac's team and Korvac and Tony themselves all get together in one location for a big battle. Angel Uzhuerta again commits some fantastic artwork to the book, getting in lots of Iron Man action this issue and fun different traps and tricks for the hero to dodge. I really loved his use of particle effects with the explosions and the embers raining down on Tony and Colin after they destroyed some of the robots, especially with the lighting in the book, since it makes it look like the embers are reflecting off Tony's armor and giving him this great sort of glow. Iron Man issue 12 was a really fun buddy action adventure with Tony and Colin that sets us back into the Korvac storyline again, giving the hero a little bit of levity and fun with his new friend before the big battle that is yet to come happens. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Iron Man issue 12 finds Iron Man and Avro-X run afoul of Galactus' home security systems, which unleash a flurry of energy blasts and even metal projectiles at the heroes as they try and flee to the Master Control Center. Avro is hit by one of the projectiles, injuring himself as Tony is confronted by freshly made security robots, sarcastically telling the robot all about himself as it says that he is an unknown variable. The robot duplicates when Colin catches up, and the two heroes battle the rather strong beings, but Iron Man manages to blow his way through his and finish off Colin's as well. The resulting explosion blows the men from their platform, but they are still alive luckily. Tony asks where in Canada Colin is from, learning he's from Manitoba, deciding he really wants to go there one time as he tells Colin to duck. Giant sword blades almost kill the heroes, but the blades hit the wall behind them as they return to talking about Manitoba and their vacation there. Colin asks if Tony is okay, but the man admits he's on a lot of morphine right now, but he is very well aware of what they are up against there and is aware that they are on a killer spaceship. Colin continues talking about his homeland and a certain part of it called Churchill, where the glaciers and polar bears are, and there are helicopter tours they can run to see them. Tony knows that it would be fine for someone else to do the flying for a while, as Colin reveals that the town even has curfew alarms so kids don't go out during the night and get eaten by polar bears. As the men continue to talk about the virtues of small town Canada, they hear an alarm calling for defenses to go to a specific area of the ship. Tony and Colin know that it's Korvac as Tony rushes off to the ship's dock to confront him while Colin continues to look for the master controls. Korvac meanwhile takes the ship into evasive action as they are fired upon. He tells Unicorn to continue on course since they cannot die this close to their goal. Iron Man uses a transport belt to make his way across the ship quickly as Colin discovers something that looks important, employing the Tony Stark method and blowing everything up. Korvac and his team make it to Tartu, only to find Iron Man already there. Korvac demands to know how he's there and if he's been there the whole time, ever since he was teleported away, but Tony says that that's a long story that involved another misguided creep. Tony notices Jim Hammond is with Korvac, learning he's apparently seen the light as Jim attacks, but Avro-X arrives, demanding they stand down, but he is frozen in place by Blizzard. Korvac finds the idea of fire and ice together rather poetic as he obliterates Colin, killing the hero as Tony demands to know what type of god kills for sport. He attacks Korvac, ripping off one of his arms as he calls him a fake and cheap idol. He blasts Korvac with his own arm as the acolytes attack, viciously beating Tony down and knocking him out. Korvac tells them to stop since Tony is already dying, but he wants Controller to remember the mission and he should be allowed to see Korvac's vision fulfilled before he dies. Outside, Hellcat and the team arrive on their ship, but their ship is too damaged and sluggish to avoid any flak. However, they have a lock on Tony's armor. Hellcat tells War Machine to hit the gas despite not knowing where to land. Rhodey tells everyone to strap in as he fires missiles at the hangar door, blowing right through them and into the hangar where Tony still lays unconscious.